Black people are back at the movies. We are fucking back. That movie is fire. Okay.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It was good. It was actually really fucking good. Like, it's one of the movies that's like not good, but it keeps you entertained.
Listen,
Like that movie could have easily been on like Netflix or some shit. And I was
it
like,
looked
okay,
like it was. It looked like. Have you seen the Beverly Hills Cop trailer?
I have
And how,
seen it.
how
A
fake
little
that
terrible.
shit looks. Yeah, it looks fake as hell. The Bad
Looks
Boys
on
movie.
par.
Yeah, well, the Bad Boys movie looks like a movie. That Beverly Hills Cop movie does not. It looks like what was the movie with Jonah Hill and Lauren London? Just Friend. What was it called? It looks like that.
Damn,
Guess
I
Who?
forgot what the name was.
Is it called Guess Who?
Nah,
I think that's what the original was called.
I was about to say You People, but nah, it's not You People.
No, it's called You People.
It is called You People?
Yeah, it is called
Oh,
You
okay.
People.
All right, bet.
It is called. I wanted to say it, but I was like, there's no way they named the movie that. They really did. No, but I think Bad Boys, you know what was cool to me is that like Bad Boys is one of the few franchises that grew with us. Like Bad Boys came out in 95, the original. I was in elementary school. Then it came out again and I was in middle school, high school. And then it came out again. I'm basically a full ass adult at that point. And then, again, they always bring back the same people, except for this one. Martin's wife was different. It wasn't Teresa Randall in this movie.
Yeah. I forgot what happened there. It was I like the woman that it was too. What's her name?
Chick from
Smith?
ATL.
Yeah, something Smith, right?
Hold on, let me look it up on the wiki because I don't know why she didn't come back. Wife Burnett. Oh, it's Tasha Smith.
Tasha Smith. I love Tasha Smith. She's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, different wife. And honestly, Martin, I'm just like, bruh, like, how old is Martin, man? Martin is old compared to Will. Martin is old as shit, dog. Like, his whole little demeanor seemed like a senile old man. And Will Smith out here is still playboy, running around, shooting guns.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence is only 4 years older than Will Smith. He's
I know.
59.
Martin's like 59, Will's like 55, but
yeah,
that's a big gap in cognitive years.
But you got to think, like, Martin had health issues. I really feel like he was diagnosed with something mentally too. Like back in the day, like I was telling my mom the other day, there ain't no way that no one, like, you've been on the 405. There's no way that someone is sane on the 405 waving a gun. You know what I'm saying?
Was he 405?
Yes.
I remember that story in Run Tell That. Run Tell That is one of my favorite stand-ups ever.
He was blaming it on weed. I'm like, bro, you blame it on your meds.
Nah, it wasn't no weed or meds. I think it was on fucking crack or something.
Yeah, like something was up with him. You know what I mean? And I think that he might take meds that kind of stabilize him and calm him down. But it's definitely like cognitively, like he's a little bit slower. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he's less funny. I think he's actually pretty funny in the movie. And the one thing that I love about the movie, and I think why a lot of people resonated with it, is like this movie is like Martin's movie. Like the last one, it wasn't so much. He didn't really have much to do. This one, he has a lot of stuff to do in this movie, and he's fucking funny. And it takes you back to that time when we loved Martin. You know what I mean? And I think that's why that's my favorite part of the movie was him and everything that he put. I said it before. He put up like 30 in this movie. Like he was fucking great. Like Will Smith is completely serious this whole fucking movie. He don't say no jokes at all. It's all Martin. It's like the Martin show. But I want to know how you feel about in this, for you, Josh and MC. Like, what do you feel about Will Smith's kind of? I don't like to call it redemption tour. I kind of feel like he did that already. Like with the apologies that he did and all that stuff, he kind of did that. I feel like this is really Will Smith's kind of return to us in a way, like return to like black people, because I feel like for so long we had. I don't want to say he priced us out, but he kind of just he was just out of our culture.
Different. It was a little different.
It was different.
I hear you, but I don't really feel like that sometimes. I feel like Will kind of always did black shit. Like he did the King Richard movie, which he won the Oscar for.
That was good. That was a good movie.
And I mean, they ain't make that movie for no white folks. That's about Serena and Venus Williams. I think their dad was anti.
But it was, but King Richard was after a line of flops, like blockbuster flops that he had, where it was just like he had to go back and make a movie like that because like the other big movies he was doing just wasn't hitting no more.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's just what it is more than anything. It's just him returning to making good films. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what I look at it. I don't need, like, even with Bad Boys, like I I would love to see what the demographic split was on this. Like, was there a lot of black folks at the movies? Because like when I went, I ain't really see no black people in the movie theater.
I could say from personal experience, I went to Burbank AMC. You know, that's my shit. Niggas. It was. I've never seen that many black people in Burbank in my life. And I've been in the Valley for like 3 years now. I've never seen that many people. I saw. I wish I could have the numbers. The exit polls from the movies the first weekend. It was like 65% African American at that point, and that in the movie debuted at 55 million. So it was another one of those examples of like if you build it, we will come. You know what I'm saying? If you have something that we want to see, we'll come see it. There just aren't enough people like Will Smith that we have that make movies anymore. You know what I'm saying? That we want to go see. But I say that to say, like, you know, he went to Crenshaw. He went to go see the movie at the I think it was a Cinemark out there, and I you know, a lot of people were like, well, this is fake and this is, you know, all of this shit. I'm just like, no, this is actually kind of dope. You don't have to do this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like a legend. It's like Tom Cruise doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Which Tom Cruise does do that, but like it's like Will Smith doing that. You know what I mean? And him showing love to all these people and taking pictures. And I'm just like, that's how you're supposed to work a movie. Like nowadays, people put movies out and they don't go see it with the people, and they don't go, you know, vibe with the people. And I thought that it was actually pretty dope. I just think there's too much like bullshit, people trying to be negative around the guy right now. And I'm actually a bigger fan of him for doing that.
Do you think that he would be more invested in doing that without the past couple of years?
It's hard to say, but I mean, I'm not going to say it's not a reason, you know, that's not a reason why he did it. But I also think that like, if he feels like as though he's disappointed of subsection of black people for doing that, then I don't think it's wrong for him to be like, okay, let me just go fuck with y'all and be like, yo, like I'm still one of y'all. Like I don't mind it. I really don't mind it, honestly.
Yeah, for me, I don't mind it either, and I don't chalk it up to that moment. Like I think collectively we've probably forgotten about that moment, and if anything, black folks was laughing at it and thinking it was more of a joke, and like they thought he was better for the moment. They like, I did the same thing. That was a lot of the black delegation.
Like be real too. Like love Chris Rock. I don't think a lot of black people fuck with Chris Rock comedy.
I ain't gonna say all that.
I don't think a lot of black people fuck with it. I really don't.
My dad stands on that take. I'm like, I see niggas fucking with Chris.
I feel like niggas have always fucked with like Dave over Chris. They fuck with, for sure, as we see now, they fuck with Will over Chris. I feel like they put a lot of people over Chris Rock. Like I have Chris Rock pretty high, you know, upper echelon in terms of just like black celebrities, black comedians, whatever. But I do know that, and I won't get mad at people thinking that there's a lot of people that think they, you know, he's not top 3 or whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. Yeah, like he's not the funniest, but people fuck with him. Like I'm thinking in my head about the "Can I smell a rib?" Like Chris Rock has always been like the comic relief. Like he's kind of been he's kind of always been the punching bag. That's why Will slapped him. It's like he's always been that guy that's been like a little annoying, kind of like a little. Just like, damn, you so annoying, but you funny. So yeah, I think that's what that is more than anything. But yeah, I don't know. Like I to answer your larger question, I guess Will's on some type of redemption tour, but for me, it's just like, just make good films, just put out good shit. Like, don't do no more slave films, brother. Like,
yeah, that's over with. I mean, and if the idea is like, okay, Bad Boys is kind of like a little mini franchise into itself. We'll do another one of these and bring in new people, like Fast and the Furious. Like Fast and the Furious has been allowed to like survive for so long off of foolishness and BS. Why can't we have our own like kind of that? Like Bad Boys has always been that. I think that like there's been an absence of movies like that. Like our parents loved Lethal Weapon. Like that was their shit back in the day. That was Mel Gibson, Danny Glover. Like this is kind of like our Lethal Weapon, you know what I mean? And where we have all these characters and they grow with us. Like I was like, bro, give me 2 or 3 more of these. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that you could still make that work, especially with some of the stuff they set up in this movie. Like some of the characters, they got their own moments to shine. I won't spoil it because I know that you haven't seen it yet, MC. But like, there's some really funny and cool stuff here that could continue this on. And I think that Will, to me, if he kind of recognizes like, okay, it's bigger than me at this point. I think that there was like he even says it, like his ego took over. You know what I'm saying? He says it like, if he recognizes that now, then I'm cool with that. Like I think that he's definitely still one of the most magnetic personalities that we have. And you see that in these movies. Like I was just like, damn, bro, like I fuck with Will Smith, yo. And I walked out of it being like, yo, I fuck with him even more after this.
Yeah, no, it definitely gave me leaving it. I was like, oh, this is a good film. Like this was dope as fuck. I don't know. It's just one of those movies that you just watch and like you're just like entertained throughout. Even just like at the hijinks and like the things that aren't like some of the cameos. It's like, oh, like they had the dude from TikTok in there. I was just like,
yeah, that was funny though. That was funny.
It was, but it was also like, all right, like, but yeah, I do agree. I think this can be one of the franchises that live on. There was a lot of like side characters that have moments that are like, oh, I can see you building something around them. So excited to see where they take it.
I do think the KB Lane part was like, I was like, y'all a little too late. Like
to get on the KB train.
The
shrug shit.
Oh yeah. See, I don't even know his name.
KB like, cause I even thought Fortnite was too late with him. I thought he was in Fortnite last year, and I was like, I thought there was a little too late to him too. I was like, y'all could have got him a couple years ago, but the way these movies are done, they don't do Bad Boys every 4 years. That's why I'm like, y'all need to hurry up. These niggas getting old.